Are we gonna see some character development?
He is a character.
Are we gonna see some development? Are we going to see him grow as a person and maybe become more accepting and understanding?
Are we going to see Archie in the corner rubbing off his piss stain and everyone coming back looks like he's jerking off? This is like
he's been on board.
Like seeing that. He's like jerking off. Just like cleaning. Oh, he doesn't like
and he's like, dude, we've been on the ship like 5 minutes. You couldn't like wait, or you couldn't do that like before we got on?
And Archie will be like, nice.
Yes, you might see my character grow.
Okay, I want to see your character grow
height
as a
as well?
person. No, not grow that way, Tom.
Width-wise?
Okay, so we're now aboard the Lonely Neebray. As we established, it is a battered up junker that was apparently taken from pirates, apparently. So so after you've boarded and you're left in the cargo hold alone. Apparently, this is where you're going to be staying. The crew quarters are all full.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be hanging out in pretty much a converted cargo hold. There's not any cargo in there though, surprisingly, or not a lot anyway. You see some of the passengers that came along with you setting out bedrolls and such, and some of them sit around and talk. After a few minutes of sitting there, the cargo doors close up and the ship begins takeoff procedures, lifting off from the planet. Within 2 hours, the ship is pretty much ready to make its jump to hyperspace.
Okay.
It's pretty uneventful, but during this time you can explore the cargo hold if you want.
Is there a bathroom anywhere?
Yeah, you do see that there is a small
Right, can
bathroom.
I clean myself off?
Yeah, you go in there and clean yourself off.
Whoa, mate.
Clean up.
You going in there for some private time? I can't look on. It's only been a couple of hours, but take your time, man. You got to pace it out. You got 30 days to go. He goes,
Oh, you are quite funny.
Yeah, just don't use all the
I can
tissues
hear
in
that.
there.
I can hear him talking from the door, shouting through or what.
Why are you shouting through the door to him?
don't use all the tissues in there, mate.
And I walk
Others
out.
have to use that as well.
It's nice to hear that you're moaning about something I'm not doing.
Okay, so there's like a hub in the air from the ventilation system.
Yeah.
Cool, recycled air comes in the cargo hold through 2 of the ventilation ducts in the wall. Metal grates cover both of the ducts, of course. You see the Doro and the Rhodian sit on the crates at the back of the room. There's, on the back wall, there's, just a few crates stacked up there. They sit down, they're chatting. The woman, the older woman, she lays down on her bedroll, begins humming to herself with her eyes closed, kind of staring up at the ceiling, but she's got her eyes closed. And the Ithorian pretty much just looks out through one of the small portholes into space, watching the planet disappear behind, or coming out of the atmosphere of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you'd like to do? Anyone you want to speak to?
Can I speak to
Explore.
the Ithorian?
Yeah, you can go over to the Ithorian if you want.
Yeah. Can I walk up next to
He
him?
doesn't seem to notice you actually walk out. Walk up to him. He's staring out of the porthole. So, you want to say anything to him?
Excuse me?
Oh, hello there.
Sorry for disturbing you.
No problem at all. How can I be of service?
Just thought we should at least get to know each other, everyone who's going to be in the cargo bay. We have 30 days, so...
Yes, that is a very, very good idea, I suppose.
Rather me getting bored and just being
and
awkward about
the
it.
distraction will be very much good. Will be very good for me as well. I have had a lot on my mind recently.
So, I take it you're from Coruscant?
No, I am from a planet called Ithor. It is the Ithorian homeworld.
Oh, okay. And why did you come to Yukio, if you don't mind me asking?
I was sent on a diplomatic mission from Coruscant, which is where my species hold an embassy. I'm sure you've heard of that planet before.
Yes, of course. Who hasn't?
I was here to advise on the crop production and possibly petition Yukio and the Senate to send their resources to the more poorer outlying worlds, as Ithor does itself.
Oh, that's nice of you, I guess, then.
Yes, unfortunately my ship was stolen during the planetary lockdown.
Yes.
I'm very much anxious to speak to my employers at the Republic Senate.
Yep, to get a replacement.
And now me and my kind will be petitioning the Senate to send aid to Yukio.
Yeah. Oh, that's a weird story.
Yes, unfortunately it has only just begun. I fear that the path will be long and difficult.
For all of us, I guess.
Yes.
I don't feel right being on this ship. It seems a bit odd that it's a pre-pirate ship and the Republic wants.
I'm happy to see that these old pirate vessels get refurbished and put to some use.
This one isn't really refurbished, though.
I understand what you're saying, but a lot of traders around here would struggle to maintain a ship and crew, especially with the galactic war going on. It's not safe.
I guess so.
And the Outer Rim territories are ripe with pirates.
Yes, I'm just hoping all of us can trust each other and have each other's back if anything bad happens.
Of course, I'm not sure what you're implying, but I would much rather find peaceful resolutions to problems and resolve it diplomatically.
Yeah. So
Do you agree?
In some way, but some way not. Obviously, I would like
Perhaps over these next 30 days I can convince you that peace is always the better option.
I guess so. But hasn't the Republic tried to dump stuff by peace and it's just been slapped in their face?
Yes, the Republic does a lot of peace negotiations.
But it don't work. So obviously I've got that mentality thinking, okay, well, if I try and resort to peace, that might bite me in the ass one day.
Yes, but perhaps one day could come very soon if you were to approach everything with violence.
I'm not approaching anything like violence through my Euphorian friend.
Or aggressively, then, I should say.
Okay.
You see, you and me here from two completely different worlds and are no doubt different backgrounds, but we can be polite and civil.
Yes, I guess so.
So peace is an option.
So you do have a point there.
I'm glad that I could convince you.
Okay, well, my name's Sev, anyway.
It's nice to meet you, Sev. My name is Patoka.
Patolka. I'll remember that.
You can call me Pat if you will.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep Pat. Okay, that's a cool nickname.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, I have a lot of thinking to do.
Oh, I'll walk off.
He turns back, turns his dark leathery head back towards the porthole and looks out. Do any of you guys do anything?
Yeah, I walk over to that female human.
Okay, that's laying down on the floor on her bedroll. Okay.
Trying your luck, I see.
No, she's double my age.
She seems to notice your presence as you walk over to her, but doesn't acknowledge it as she keeps humming her tune.
Do I know that she's noticed me? Do I know that she's noticed?
You sort of get the idea that she knows you're there.
It's a couple of 1,000 years ahead of its time.
Dude,
Ahead
that
of its time.
tune. What? She's just humming a tune. What?
A couple of 1,000 years on later, one of the most renowned Sith in the world, in the galaxy, we're playing it as his entrance music into every single room he goes into.
Dude, no breaking the fourth wall. We are in the Star Wars universe at the current time.
I bet he gets a poor stormtrooper to carry around a freaking boom
Dude, there's no
box.
such thing as stormtroopers, okay?
Well, in 2,000 years there will be.
Dude, fourth wall, stick to this. Okay, you've walked over to the woman on the floor.
So I say you're not one for talking to other people.
What gives you that idea?
You basically did what I did.
Which is?
Ignored everyone else.
Is there a reason you're here? Or have you just come to insult me?
I've not come to insult you, I've come to make a simple demeanour, if that's okay with you.
Whatever that means.
It means light conversation.
Demeanour to do with behaviour.
Go ahead.
So, what do you think about what's happened? As someone once said to me.
The terrorist attack, you mean?
Yes.
It doesn't seem that bad. I've seen worse on my trips around the galaxy. I think the Yukians got off pretty lightly.
So what I used was sort of space bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. Just a trader. I'm not going to lower myself to bounty hunting. There's much more respectable ways to get through the galaxy. You're not a bounty hunter. You're in the toilet wiping piss off your pants. Carry on.
I totally agree with you, madame.
You see, she's quite lean and muscular. She seems to still be in her prime, although you'd put her in her early 40s in terms of age. She seems well built. Short, cropped, white blonde hair. She wears a black and orange jumpsuit and has a red jacket over her top and large black boots on. Okay?
Okay. Can I make a social sciences check for humans?
Sure. That's a weird one.
Well, what it allows me to do is I can know on average what they act like and what certain societies of people do.
Okay.
So I already will know something kind of about her.
Okay.
11, and I got... So that's 11.
What's your social... Is it knowledge? Social sciences?
It's knowledge is social sciences. I got 20.
Okay. What can I tell you?
I want to kind of know what her
Okay.
group of people would act like in certain situations.
You assume that she, from her attitude and accent, is Corellian.
Yeah.
The Corellians seem to be they're confident, self-assured. This is a big generalisation because humans can vary greatly.
A lot.
But also using your social sciences, I suppose you could work out that she probably lives on the fringes of Corellian society. She's not involved in a lot of that sort of thing. I suppose with being a spacer, she's seen a lot of other things around the galaxy, and that's affected her attitude.
Right.
Not sure what else I can tell you about her.
Okay.
You assume that her not being so talkative or whatever is maybe she doesn't want to form any close bonds with anyone, and a lot of spacers don't do that.
Yeah.
And this is still regarded to your social sciences check, is that spacers would, because they never feel they're anywhere long, they're not likely to form bonds with people, as it might be a waste of time, because they may, most times they meet someone, it'll be their first and last time, unless it's like a contact.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose that's why she is the way she is. And yeah, that's a Corellian. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I've learned all I need to from you.
I doubt that, but she just goes back to humming.
I just kind of just scratch the hole, just like chipping off more.
Dude, you can't chip the paint on the inside. The paint was on the outside. You were
Okay,
So they're not painted the walls?
No, it's just metal.
Oh.
Okay, I go on
Can't I
my
just knock on the metal then?
laptop, I guess.
Okay.
Terminal.
What's it called?
It's called a portable terminal.
Okay, you're on your portable terminal.
And just make notes about what I've studied about.
Okay, you keep a diary.
I guess you could call it the iPod 5000.
It's not the iPod 5000.
Oh, sorry, iPad 5000.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do? Anyone?
Can I go? In case one of you two want to do something.
I guess I'll talk to the Rhodian dude.
You want to talk to the Rhodian?
Yeah,
okay.
I'll talk to him.
The Rhodian and the Dora are actually sitting together. Chatting away. As you get closer, you hear that they're actually talking about.
Future hit.
No, not really. Let's see. They're talking about. Where have I wrote it? I've written it down somewhere. They're sitting on the back wall. They're chatting about hyperdrive induction systems and how expensive upgrades can be. That's basically what they're both discussing.
I can join in. Can I make a knowledge technology?
Yep, sure.
Let's see. 17.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could probably join in to this
I
conversation.
don't actually know anything about hyperdrive or stuff like that, but you can just make some crap up.
Yeah, you can make it up if you want. You hear them say how the Nubian generators, hyperdrive generators. Is that what they were talking about? Hyperdrive induction engines or something?
Yeah.
That the Nubian designs that are just coming out are expensive rip-offs of already built things, and are trying to corner the market on hyperdrive engines and hyperdrive generators, when cheaper variants that are already out can still be used for the same job.
More reliable. Is what
Not sure, but
usually rip-offs lower in quality.
I don't know. Maybe they're just expensive remakes, is what they're saying. So you can go along and agree with that if you want.
Yes, I find that very interesting. Tell me more.
They notice you there. The door says, we've met before.
Have we?
Yes, you spoke to me a few minutes ago. Don't you remember? When you spoke to him when...
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, who was that? Was that you?
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just the spikes on their head.
He just rewinds time. Okay. Hello there. How can we help you? You seem to know what you're talking about.
Yes. Before my own ship, holy crap! My ship I got trapped on the planet. After someone stole my ship, although I only had about 5 minutes of fuel time left, so it got blown up. But it would have died anyway.
The Rhodian turns to you. He seems intrigued. Oh my God! You had your own ship?
Yeah, a little Corellian freighter. Nothing too fast. A flasher.
That sounds fantastic. What planets have you been to?
Mainly the Outer Rim, some mid-core worlds such as Naboo.
I've never left Yukio.
Really?
I've always wanted to. This is my first time.
Oh, next time I get a ship, you can be first mate if you wish.
You mean that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It kind of gets boring being on your own.
That sounds great. What happened? Did you ever have a first mate before?
No, just a lonely traveller.
Okay, that sounds great. Wow. So what planets have you been to? You ever been to Nar Shaddaa?
Yes, I've made many trips to there. Most of them running away from people who
I
owe money to. But
so you never gone back, or?
Oh yeah, I go back there every few months to do some trading.
Sounds great.
I ship a lot of cargo, but I piss a lot of people off as well. They don't like my humour.
I can be your first mate, but you don't have a ship.
No, so when I get a ship.
Is that going to be anytime soon?
Yes, I think so. I think in the next couple of weeks. If you wish to accompany me and my two patriots here, I kind of point to the.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be
these
great.
Two people over there.
You guys sort of just from the distance. You're like over the other side of the cargo. Yeah. Compatriots. And then you just like kind of see him pointing over in your direction, and
I just look at
back to what I'm doing.
I just look at what's Kai.
Yeah, Kai.
I just point over to
I also shake my head at you.
Why are you so horrible to the poor Chiss? Are you racist?
He put his gun out on me, so it was like,
no, and you pulled your gun out on me, so that means mutual friendship.
I was actually
think
first.
things through. I can just tell.
Okay.
I've got 12 in
it sounds like you've played too many. Yeah. You've got about 8 in real life. Only just.
Sure, I have, man.
About 3 in strength.
He's not. He can out. Archie could beat you in an arm wrestle.
No, he can't.
Clear the table. We have an arm wrestle. No, we won't.
He actually cheats. He uses 2 hands, and I still almost beat him with just 1.
Okay, after this we're having an arm wrestle. And see if I've got 16 to strength IRL. Because I'm a pew.
Is that your best hand?
Yeah.
Is that why it's extremely? Is that why it's like 3 times the size of your other hand?
Right. So
dude, this is like my mouse hand. Click, click, click.
Right, your mouse.
When you
hand.
play World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
definitely.
World of Warcraft.
It's totally great.
You go to Gold Chair. You can go to the tavern.
On Arch and Dawn.
Okay, go on.
Please tell me more.
No, on the Arkendown server.
Is it Arkendown or like Arkendown?
I bet you type in,
Arch and
please
Dawn
tell me
server.
more.
It's one of them.
Anyway, go on.
Right,
let's get
go.
out of World of Warcraft and back into Star Wars. Okay. So the Rhodian seems pretty happy about your offer.
I tell him. Hey, well, anyway, I said my name. I'm Focarn. Shine. You can just call me Focarn. What's your name anyway?
My name's Pico Tico.
Nice.
But my friends call me Pico. Not that I have many of them.
Oh, so I don't have many either except with my
I wonder
patriots.
why.
Why are you calling them your compatriots when you've been through nothing together?
We spent 5 minutes together pointing blank at each other, and he gave me 4 credits for some paste.
Oh dear.
I
Okay.
think it would have been toothpaste.
Right.
Still got 1 tube left.
You're aboard the Lonely Neebray. You've been aboard the ship for 2 days now. and have hardly. Not that this conversation went on for 2 days.
No.
You kind of speak around. You speak to Shug Helly. He's the Doro Republic engineer. You speak more with Pico, the Rhodian. You find out he's 15 years old. He was a former refugee from his planet. Actually, was he from Rhodia? Yeah, he came from Rhodia. He was attacked by the Sith Empire, and his city was destroyed. Him and his parents went to Yukio. But now that the ships and the lottery came, he actually put his name in to be able to get free passage off the planet. Yeah, so
Like
he's
his opportunity.
Yeah, that was like his opportunity to head off to the core worlds. This is heading to Coruscant, so he's hoping that he can, get into becoming like a swoop racer. That's what he says his dream is, of becoming a swoop racer. You find out that the woman's name is Nina Tarkin. She's like I said, she's well built, muscular. She wears a jumpsuit. She actually isn't very talkative, and is quite standoffish for the reasons sort of mentioned before with your social science check. But you have a feeling that she can hold her own. She was actually found smuggling food onto Yukio during the crisis. She thought she'd make a profit, but the Republic authorities seized her ship. Now she has to get back to her uncle on Coruscant to see if she can get another ship.
Okay.
To open it up. She's sort of anxious about that. She kind of opens up to you and tells you that sort of thing, but
Okay.
it takes a lot. One second, and the last one is the Ithorian Patoka. He seems quite wise and knowledgeable, calm as most Ithorians are. And yeah, he was trying to get. He's now going to Coruscant to get aid for the Yukians and the planet of Yukio. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Can I talk to Pico?
Yeah, sure. You go to Pico.
Yeah. So, I hear that you want to be a swoop racer.
Pico kind of goes like that in front of your eye, like in front of your face, waving his hand in front of your face, like, yeah.
I wouldn't
What
do
what
that.
about it? And then he's like kind of going like this, like left and right, to see if
What?
like your head follows.
What are you doing?
Can you actually see? And he like
Yes.
kind of starts like reaching for the blindfold to
I
like lift
grab
it
his
up.
hand.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
sorry. I'm just
ever-
wondering. Are you
don't
blind?
ever do that. No, I'm a Miraluka.
I don't know what that means.
I don't have any eyes, but I can still see what you're doing.
That is nasty.
That's horrible. That's going to stink in a few minutes.
Dude, that sounds gonna smell badly.
Sick.
God's sake, Arch. Okay.
Nice, carry on then.
We will do this through our t-shirts.
Okay.
You just bask
I
in it.
kind of just walk up behind Kai and just like put his my shoulder on it. And
Oh dear. I don't know if Kai's gonna like that.
Yeah, it's okay, Pico.
This chap's soft, and I kind of just like pat his chest.
Okay, so Pico
He's like,
says,
yes,
"Oh,
he's got no
I
eyes.
will give you 200 credits to leave me alone.
Make it 5,000, and then we've got a deal.
I will give you 500 to leave me alone.
And we're best friends. I can't sell for that.
but yeah, I dream of one day becoming a swoop racer. I used to watch them on the HoloNet all the time."
Well, I think this may be your lucky day. My father owns a swoop racing company, and he may be willing to sponsor you.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of already promised
No?
Focarn that I'd be his first mate on a ship, but
You still
can
can
do
be, but
both.
I'll take you
You
to
can
your
do
races. I'd be willing
that
to.
sounds amazing. Why are you guys so generous?
I'm looking to make a profit here, so...
I'm just looking to make a friend, and it's kind of.
I'm quite good. I'm a pretty good racer, actually.
Well, even if you're
It
not,
doesn't
I don't
matter if
mind.
you're not, my father will make you an excellent racer. He only sponsors the best.
Well, I'll try my best.
We'll see how you do in your first
I used to
race.
win all the races on Yukio with my friends.
We'll see how you do in your first race, then we'll talk business. I just thought I'd tell you.
I think I'll leave you two alone to talk business. I'm gonna go over that way, and I just kind of just like walking around.
Like walking the way your fingers
So
point.
it's just like, I'm gonna go that way. It's like, just kind of walk while I'm still sticking both my fingers out.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll
Good.
definitely do that. Who's your father? How does he own a bike?
He owns a swoop racing company in Coruscant. He's actually
Wow.
the political figure for the swoop racing for the merchant quarter on all of Coruscant.
Okay, does he do other things like speeders and,
He does
and ships?
He does everything to do with swoop racing.
That's brilliant. That's amazing. Okay,
So
Okay.
we'll talk business when we get to the planet.
definitely.
I just thought I'd run it by you.
Okay, so that's really good. You've been on board the ship for 2 days. You've hardly seen anything from the crew. The only people the only people you see from the crew is a Gamorrean, which is like the green pig, guy.
Yeah, of course.
A Trandoshan, which is like the dinosaur-looking green skin guy,
Reptilian, actually.
and another Weequay that passed by on their way to and from the engineering section of the ship. The only way to get to engineering is through the cargo hold.
Yeah.
And the front of the ship, that has the crew quarters and everything else, like the bridge and everything is. Do you call it the bridge?
Cockpit.
Cockpit, yeah.
Or
Cockpit of the
bridge
bridge,
on a
depending
big-
if it's big.
Yeah.
I suppose it'd be a bridge on this ship. It's a big cargo hauler.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, over these past few days, I've also just been kind of examining all like the ports, and, like
Okay.
openings and like access points. to this
Okay,
cargo
well that
hold.
leads on to this actually, because none of them appear to be able to speak basic, or at least they pretend to. The only other communication you've had is with an old HK-50 series protocol droid that brings, wartime food every morning and night. It's polite and well mannered, but you do notice lots of dents in its bodywork, and it doesn't seem to be well maintained. Towards the end of the second day, the ship drops out of hyperspace. You hear a change in the sound of the engines, and it seems to go into an atmosphere landing cycle. You couldn't possibly have reached Coruscant at this point.
Have they
so
got it
what's
maybe
going
they're going
on?
for a fuel thing? I don't know.
It's supposed to be
Okay.
non-stop.
I don't know.
Let's
Right,
see.
can I look out the porthole window, please?
Yeah, you look out the window.
What do I discover?
You actually see that there's an orange planet out there.
Yeah.
The ship is heading towards it. So
Mhm.
you can try to make a galactic lore check
Yes, please.
if you want on what planet it may possibly
Okay.
be. It's going to be difficult though.
8,
Is that what you rolled? 8,
10.
10. Okay, unfortunately that's not high enough. You can see that it just looks like a sort of barren orangey yellow planet.
Does anyone know what planet this is?
I don't know.
There's a planet out there?
Yeah,
You
everyone
actually
have a
didn't
look.
tell anyone out there before you
There's a
made it.
planet. We're heading board to like a big dust planet. What is it?
Perhaps we're refueling, but that does not seem
Logical.
right.
Logical.
Yes. That's what that's the Arthurian. by the
Yes,
way. That's
right,
the Arthurian
well,
voice.
Yes. Sounds-
You guys can make galactic lore checks as well. He's asked you if you know what planet
What the phone?
you think it is.
Should I go and get it? Or...
Yeah, you can go answer the phone. if you want.
20.
Wait.
You rolled 20.
I rolled 90 plus 1 for captain.
Oh, it's,
Okay.
it's just gone.
Oh, okay.
18 plus.
Right, so
21.
what are you
Just
two
don't
Okay,
beat him,
both
so.
of you two see that it's a desert planet.
Yes, we can see that.
And with the two suns that you also see out of the porthole window, you assume that it is a planet called Tatooine,
Oh.
a desert planet.
What planet is it?
It's
Tatooine.
Tatooine.
What?
I haven't been here since I saw my vacation house here.
You had a vacation house on Tatooine.
yeah.
You might be rich,
Okay.
but you're stupid and spending your money.
You sold
Really,
it.
if I'm really cold, I go to Tatooine, and if I'm really hot, I'll go to a nice planet.
And if you're really thirsty, I bet you go to freaking Aqualis.
Aquilaris.
Or whatever it's called, the water.
Well, yes, I do have an underwater penthouse, but that's more my father's than mine.
The water.
That's more my father's than mine.
Okay.
And you're a
Um,
spoiled son, aren't you?
You don't actually, nothing really happens. You just start going towards the planet, but then the intercom comes on and the speakers open up. You can hear, a faint crackling sound. Yeah. Ahem, ahem. This is your captain speaking. As you have no doubt realized by now, we are not going to be taking you to Coruscant. Instead, we'll be selling you to Ippo the Hutt on Tatooine. Make sure you brought your skin block, because it's going to be hot down there. We will be making our landing cycle soon. We hope you enjoyed your trip aboard the lonely Neebray, and hope that you recommend us to your friends and family. Ha ha ha!
I'll be making a complaint.
And then the communication speaks for itself. You're going to file a complaint for being sold into
Service
slavery.
is awful on this goddamn ship.
I quit. So this is actually a pirate ship.
Yeah,
Yes, it only
apparently.
took
It
us
So,
seems
years
that
to
way.
figure out that
People
already.
didn't listen to me.
You didn't make it that urgent.
No one cared.
I said,
Listen.
did
You
I?
see Nina, she pulls out her blaster and she goes over to the doors. She's like, ding, ding, ding. The doors won't open to go into any of the other
We're
sections of the
stuck
ship.
in here. I
Nina,
draw both
that
of my
won't work
blasters.
and you're too predictable.
I draw both of my heavy blasters.
Okay, you pull both your heavies out. Are they heavy for you, or
No, they're quite.
you're like, oh, like flexing your muscles, like, oh man, these pistols are so light. Oh! Okay.
And then I tap you with the baton and you pitch yourself again.
How are we meant
Yep.
to get out of here? What about if we blast the door? Any of you got thermal detonators?
Yes, because let me just get that out of my many luggage.
Surely letting off a thermal detonator inside the ship isn't going to be that great. I heard it could do massive damage.
Yeah, hope so.
Yes, but we don't want to
I check my
die.
pocket, see if I've got a thermal detonator.
Nina turns to
Hey, wait.
you. You don't have a thermal detonator,
What would you do if I had one? And I blew the ship up. That's it.
I would
This
make it a
roleplay.
dud. I would make it a dud. You would press the button, and it would be,
It's like shot.
and then he'd be like, "Oh shit!" You know.
Alright, okay.
How about we try for some ventilation shafts or emergency hatches to get out?
Oh, I've been looking around the past few days. Just bored.
Okay, all right. Whilst we hold that, that's the end of this episode. We'll hold it on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
So we'll come back next time and find out what the fate of the heroes is. Alright, guys.